us, I'm Juan, lead trader and founder of Prosperity Trade. In this video, we're going to discuss LEAP options and my first recommendation for which LEAP to purchase. So what are LEAP options? Long-term equity anticipation securities. They're options for terms that are longer than those of most common options on equities and indices. It's basically like buying an option just further out. Most option traders, they purchase options with a few weeks out or a month or 2 months, and they're looking for short-term movements. Leap investors, they want to invest in a security that they believe in long-term is going to have some upside, and they don't want to be affected by the time decay that comes with trading short-term options. So let's take a quick look here at my Webull account on how to buy a LEAP option. So let's compare it with a short-term option. So today's the 15th. This is ticker AMD. We have call options, and let's look at the 75. You see it cost $1.23, and that'll be 100 shares basically. So it's whatever the price is times 100. So this would cost $123. The implied volatility is 40%. Open interest is 25,000, almost 24,000. Delta is 50 cents. So that means for every dollar that AMD moves, this option will be worth more than 50 cents. This option will increase 50 cents in price. So a LEAP option, I would probably look at maybe January of 2022. Same price, 75. Now this one's $9, so this will be $900. You see the spread here, the price between the bid and the ask is 45 cents, so it's a lot larger. There's less open interest. Okay, so I like to buy LEAP options. I like to have at least 70 or 80 delta. So that means with every dollar that it increases, this option becomes 70 cents or 80 cents worth more. Those are going to be way more expensive though, and there's not a lot of people trading it, so the spread is a lot larger. So this spread here is $2. So if I buy at 19, I'm already if I buy at 19, I'm already losing $2. So I would have to buy one that the spread isn't that large, and have to sacrifice some on the delta. So on TD Ameritrade website, they kind of go over what LEAP options are. If you want to read a little bit more here, it's called the ticker tape. This article here, TD Ameritrade. I just chose here real quick just to look at some benefits of buying 100 shares versus a LEAP contract. So upfront cost. So the upfront cost, whatever ticker this is that they're talking about, I'm not sure what ticker. But if you bought 100 shares of this ticker, it would cost you $6,242 versus a LEAP option, $675. So the first thing you have to know with LEAP options, so if I bought 100 shares at this price, I'm going to have some sort of risk management. If it drops below a support point, I'm going to take my loss because I don't want to lose $6,000. When you purchase a LEAP option, you should be prepared to lose the whole amount. So don't buy more contracts if you're not prepared to lose that amount. So if you're willing to sacrifice 675 or risk 675, then you should purchase the LEAP option. So the dollar risk, if these 100 shares went down to zero, you would lose your whole amount. And if the LEAP option went to your risk would be $675. So as the 100 stocks increase in 20%, the profit is 1,200, and the LEAP option you will make 1,000. So that 1,000 though, if you look at it in percentage wise, there's a 20% increase in profit if your dollar share increases 20%, as opposed to 158% profit. So there's more chance for percentage gain when you purchase LEAP options. So my first recommendation, that's just kind of like a brief overview of LEAP options. We will get deeper in options in other videos, but is AMD. AMD has dropped quite a bit, and they've dropped because most growth stocks have been getting slammed these last few days. So the share prices are really low right now, and they're really they're starting to bounce on a support area. So if we just take a quick look, I'm not going to get too deep into AMD because there's a lot of due diligence out there already. Everybody knows it's a great company. If we look at the financials, they were negative all the way up to 2017, and they've 2018 made a net income of 337 million. December 2019, 341, and then they jumped to 2 billion, and they're gonna break 2 billion again this year. So I'm sorry. So this is the that was their cash flow. I'm sorry. So this is what I showed before. This was their cash flow. So they never had cash on hand. Now they have over 2 billion. Their income statement, their revenue, they 5 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion, 5 billion, 6, jumped to 9 billion, 11 billion this year. And so they're definitely on the uh, um, a company that's continued to grow. Their balance sheet looks good. Their cash flow looks great. Their income statement looks great. Their business is it's hard to compete with what they do. So briefly, AMD, they're pretty much, you see them in all computers. They design microprocessors. Their prices are very difficult to compete with, and they're extremely fast. They can be found in Sony PlayStation, Microsoft Xboxes, and many other computers. So for me, in my opinion, based off of some numbers I put together, a couple DCFs that I've done, I'm giving this a price target of $105. So if we look here, option calculator, I put AMD, stock price 74.57. I'm buying the January 21st, 2022 call. Price per option, $9.45. I do believe before January they should reach that 100 price target, and so I'm risking 1800, but the potential if they reach their target is in the 4000s. And if they reach that and they have more good news, and it could spike more, but this is where I would want to take profit. And if you go on tip ranks and just kind of look at some other estimates, we have Mark here who has a 72% success rate. So he's a very successful investor, very high success rate. He's given it 110 mark, 110. Richard here, 70%. He's given 116. All 5-star analysts, 125, 110. And this is pretty recent, within the last few weeks that they've given these estimates. So the lowest is $90 and the highest is 135. Now let's just briefly discuss the risks. I think as a fundamental company, fundamentally, I'm very confident that this company is going to continue to be successful in what they do. They're going to be around for the next decade, and they're going to adapt to times and stay relevant within the market that they're in. But on a technical aspect, we have to kind of consider the macro and how these great companies are just selling off. These growth stocks have been selling off. If this stock continues to sell off, these are some technical analysis just to keep in mind. I'm still going to hold on. If you plan on purchasing 2 leap options, I would buy one as soon as the market opens. What you want to see is you want it to hold this support of 73.38. You see here, it's bounced off of 73.38. It bounced exactly on 73.38. 3 times it bounced on 73.88. Over here, it tested it, went a little bit below 73.88, but bounced back above it. So I'm anticipating it to keep this as support and hopefully go back on an uptrend. But if 73.88 does not hold by the end of the week, I would expect a little bit of drop. Possibly the next point would be 69.93. If that doesn't hold, it can go anywhere from the low 60s. So I'm going to buy one. My plan is to buy one leap option. If 74 holds by the end of the week, maybe a second. If it drops, I'm going to wait to see signs of reversals and maybe get one as it drops lower. But two, I'm possibly going to get 2 or 3 leap options. I'm very confident in this company, very confident in this trade. So this is my first leap swing alert, long term, a year out. And click on the link above for my due diligence on SMTI, another stock that I have some faith in. And thank you for joining us. And please hit the like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video.